Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and assembled gentry, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. Welcome to Quests and Chaos for the first time this year. It's good to have everyone here. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tiana Wren Hansen. My pronouns are she, Fae. Tonight, we're continuing our adventure in Phandelver and below, but first, some quick announcements, as my thing buzzes in my hand. Phandelver and Below is sponsored by the Deck of Inspiration, as per usual, and we are going to be using that tonight. Very excited about it. We also have some new merch in the merch store. Hashtag Blessed shirts and dice traits are currently available at shop.questsandchaos.com. Use code CHAOS, all lowercase, to get 20% off your entire order, including sale items. We are hashtag Blessed, and you can join us in that state of bliss if you so desire. If you're enjoying our content, please consider subscribing to the YouTube right here and check out our Patreon, which is patreon.com/questsandchaos. Our patrons can give cards from the deck to the players or to the GM, which leads us to a list.
Oh my.
We have an entire list going on.
Oh my goodness.
So,
all right,
let's get started. First of all, Lee, one card to the players.
Thanks, Lee. When do we read these?
You can go ahead and just read them out.
Oh, smart.
We have Dangerous Oil.
Yes.
Dangerous oil.
Yes.
As an action, you may apply this oil to a fist or a weapon. Yeah, I know. I was like, what? I was like,
starting early tonight.
There were many jokes about dangerous oil in Swords and Sages. So.
And it grants you a +1 magical bonus to attacks and damage for 1 minute.
Cheesecake fries, one card to
Cheesecake
players.
fries. Hi, cheesecake.
And one card to me.
Oh.
Boo.
Thank you.
We have a lock trap. After you insert, these seem new. After you insert this gum-like substance into a lock, it disappears. When a key or lock bit enters the lock, the trap detonates and deals 2d4 force damage to each creature within 5 feet. Can only be detected by magical means. Ooh, thank you, cheesecake.
Oh, that's interesting.
We'll say that the gum-like substance is cheesecake.
Yes, I love that.
NGC 457 sends 2 cards to the players.
Wow. Thank you. Okay. Bait and switch. As a bonus action, you trick a creature next to you into switching places with you. This does not provoke attacks of opportunity for either creature.
Yay!
Interesting. Okay.
Do-si-do.
That sounds really cool.
It does.
Guiding light. You ask for guiding light from the gods. For a moment, you see a faint glow in the direction of your stated goal, and you sense an estimate of how far away it is.
That'll be helpful.
Also known as screw you to the GM.
Oh my god, we could find Cragmaw Castle.
Exactly.
We could just skip this whole thing and go to Cragmaw.
How many minutes does that light last? Because we're going to have to run.
It gives you a direction and a general sense of distance.
Okay.
Just kidding, Ren. We would never do that to you.
You would. It's okay.
Cragmaw Castle, please.
And then a card from Cody Attack to me.
Ooh.
A change of fate. Gain advantage on a single attack throw, saving throw, or ability check.
Oh no.
Noted. Thank you. 2 cards from Squeal the Bard to the players.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Like I said, we have a list.
I'll take the short one. It's Forgotten Lore. You know all immunities, resistance, and vulnerabilities of a creature you can see.
Love it. Love
Yes.
it.
Definitely gonna need that.
What did you have? You have dangerous oil. Well, we also got the safety oil for that. As an action, you may apply this oil to skin or set of armor, granting it +1 magical bonus to AC for 1 minute. And it stacks. It stacks on stacks. With
So you can use dangerous and safe oil.
and then the safety. Yeah.
There it is.
Safety first.
I regret everything. Red Dead Coquette sent a card to me.
Rude. Also
Eagle
thank you.
Splendor. Drinking this tonic grants a user advantage on charisma checks for 10 minutes, or use a reaction to drink it for an advantage on single Eagle Splendor.
Eagle Splendor.
Yes, sorry, I ran my words together.
No, I love it. I love it.
And then from Duke Fleeg, 4 ducats to the players.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Whoops.
Snatched.
Yeah.
Good. We all did it.
Yay! That bodes well for us tonight.
This is why you make eye contact with people before you throw things. And then 1 card for me.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Good.
Boomstick. On a successful attack roll, deal an additional 1d6 + 1 thunder damage to the creature you hit and each creature within 5 feet of it, including you.
Okay, guys, don't
This
bunch
is
up.
my boomstick.
Yeah. These are. I think because these are great. I don't remember it.
And we also want to welcome our latest patron, Metal Ginger. Welcome to the Chaos. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
If you're not in the Discord, you should jump in the Discord so that you can join in on giving out cards if you are so eligible. Our tavern upkeep is currently at 44% as we start off the new year. Welcome to 2024, everyone. Here's hoping it's slightly better than the last 3 years, 4 years, something like that. We'll see. I'm entering the new year very carefully, not jostling it, not saying anything like this is my year or any nonsense like that, because that's dangerous. But I am more than happy to welcome everyone to the first episode of Phandelver and Below for the year. So we're going to roll into some credits. Join us as we dive into Phandelver and Below. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Phandelver and Below. All right, so previously on Phandelver and Below, as my players decide what card they want to have in their hands, their grim work in the manor completed, the party returned to Phandalin to clean up, rest, and decide what to do next. They decided that they discovered, I'm trying to read through wires, and it's very interesting. Yeah.
Do you want him to?
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
They discovered that Glassstaff was actually a defector from the Lord's Alliance, Arno Albrecht, who had seized on the opportunities presented by the lack of organized force in Phandalin to harry the people seeking to make a new life for themselves. After getting some rest, the party returned to Trustador Manor to clean up the last of the Red Brands, only to find the place deserted. The human Red Brands seemed to have scattered, while the Bugbear set off in a deliberate direction. Their work in Phandalin complete for the moment, the party set off for the ruins of Thundertree to speak with the Druid Reidoth and learn more about Cragmaw Castle. Along the way, they stopped in at Nox Holler, where they got some rest for the night in Nox's childhood home. They arrived at Thundertree mid-morning and were greeted with the sight of a young green dragon circling overhead before going to roost in a decrepit tower.
That's
I will also remind you, because it has been a while, that as you approached, there was a sign that said, "Danger! Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now." Which Nox would have been kind of aware of because their family helped.
Probably helped make that sign.
A little bit, yeah. So you enter Thundertree. Now, looking around, the place is. I mean, it's called the Ruins for a very good reason. There are dilapidated buildings that are choked with vines and brush, fallen down walls. There are a couple like hole walls here and there, but by and large, this place was deserted a long time ago, and it looks it. It looks every inch of it. There are still some like signs of what used to be here, and if you squint, you can see the rest of the buildings, like the shape of what was there. And the whole settlement kind of rises up toward a hill. It's kind of built along the side of a hill. And at the top of the hill is the tower, where the dragon seems to be hanging out.
Are we entering near U5?
So, just so everyone knows, because my brain does not do north, south, east, and west very well, I have provided the players with the actual map with the various locations marked appropriately. You're actually entering near U1.
Ooh.
So if you all have access to the map on D&D Beyond or in the book, you can follow along, because we will be using the designations.
Love that.
Am I here yet?
I was gonna say, I feel like we're like, okay, we're gonna, oh! And then, like, it's just like,
Boo! So as all of you are just like assessing what's going on and trying like, okay, this might be a little bit more than we expected, you all like your ears pop. Kind of like you're in an elevator that's shooting upwards suddenly, and the air kind of flexes and bends around you for a second. You hear kind of a ah! Like a Dopplering sound. You turn and look. Genji's gone. And standing where he had been is Emma, with a tiny little red dragon laying on her shoulder.
Oh. Well, hey.
I can't believe I'm here with you guys again.
Where were you?
What the fuck just happened?
What do you mean? Listen to me. What do you mean?
Is that Chunks?
Yeah,
Where's
that's Chunks.
Why is he small?
Because he's small now.
Oh.
Duh.
Where's Genji?
I don't know where Genji went, but I was on, so I had so much fun. Oh my God, I wish you guys should have been there. It was so much fun. I played with the animals. What? I'm sorry, what?
There's a big animal up there that I'd rather not know.
No.
Can we talk to the animal?
No.
I'm just gonna point to the sign that says "Danger: Zombies and Plant Monsters." Oh my, or whatever.
You're just pointing. You're not telling me what it
No,
says.
I'm like kind of
Thank
trying
you.
to like shh.
D.
Got it. It says there are plant monsters and zombies around here. So we might need to be quieter, and since Chunks is a little smaller than before, we might need to
Cut up his meals smaller.
That's exactly where I was going with that. From one, referencing Genji, to another. He's gonna say it under his breath. Oh.
All right. Okay.
But as you remember, we are looking for
No.
the dwarf, my friend the dwarf.
Oh yeah,
But
that's right.
we're currently trying to find the druid.
Reidoth.
Reidoth.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We saw Nox's childhood home.
I missed it. Oh,
We'll go
I'm
back.
so sad.
I'm sorry you're sad.
Did you have a quilt on? Did she have a quilt on her bed?
Did she?
They did have quilts.
They
It's
did have a
adorable.
quilt.
so many quilts? Now can we focus
Too
on
many quilts.
the fact that there is a green dragon in a tower?
Can we go meet him?
No,
we cannot go meet him. Or her, or them, or it, or Faye.
Outside player, what is a green dragon's?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Poison.
Because I feel like Keaton would know that.
Where does Reidoth typically hang out? Do I remember?
So when Reidoth is here, there's a little area, and you'll see it labeled. Let me double check that I'm not about to say the wrong dang thing. It's a little bit south of where you currently are. It's been a while since you've been here, so it's a little bit hazy for you, but you seem to remember that she likes to hang out down toward the southern end around like U4, U5.
Cool. Awesome. All right. My suggestion is that we cut through these two buildings here. I'm pointing at U1 and U2. Mm-hmm. U2. And head down around and try to be as quiet as possible and just avoid that whole tower situation.
I will defer to you. You know this area.
Okay.
Done.
Let's go. So I will quietly, stealthily lead the group. I would like to lead them past U1 around U2 through the back, like not on the main road.
Okay. I would like everyone. Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hey! I'm trying to be quiet.
What's going on?
Should I have things? Should I cast a spell?
Whoa, what are you trying?
Well, because obviously you've met me, and being quiet's not easy. So the spell's cast without a trace. I mean, it's a lot to not get eaten by. It's a hefty spell not to get eaten by a dragon.
Sure.
But I mean,
What does it do?
it would make us quiet. it would make us undetectable. We're not invisible,
Okay.
but and then I just make my squeaky noises with all my and I was like, but I'd be stealthy and quiet.
Sure.
We'd be using our indoor voices.
Yes, that I
outside.
don't have at all.
Understood.
My
Indoor
inside.
voice.
Indoor
Yeah.
voice outside.
It's all the same voice. And then also, it's like you're flying because you don't leave footsteps.
Oh.
Do we still have our horses? I forget.
I believe you left the horses like tethered up a little ways back.
Very good.
Just because it was like, you don't want to deal with that.
No.
Well, I think
Or you can choose to like back up a little bit and leave them there. I'll let you do that for free.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been over a month since we played.
Horses are safely away from this
Yes.
area.
Emma, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
We are ready to
Receive
receive
the
your
gift of
blessing.
silence.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So as soon as I can figure out how to actually cast the spell in D&D Beyond. So for the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of, so we have to maintain 30 feet, including myself, has a +10 bonus to Dex. So
To stealth specifically.
to stealth checks, yep. And then we can't be tracked except by magical means, which it's a dragon,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah, yeah.
you know. And then each creature receives this bonus and leaves no tracks behind us. Plus, then we're silenced.
Nice.
So
Cool. We're gonna need that.
Yeah.
I don't know if
might-
it'll work, but we're gonna need it.
I'm gonna check that off.
All right. So
Done.
then everyone go ahead and give me a stealth check. And remember to add the
Plus
+10.
10.
That was good. That was good.
As long as I don't get an at one.
You almost jinxed it there. I saw it.
I got double what Matt was.
And I have disadvantage, don't I? Or do I? That doesn't say it gets.
No.
I have disadvantage.
You
on
still have
stealth.
Yeah, you still have disadvantage.
Okay.
Boo.
Eh.
That's okay. You get +10. So like I rolled a 9. That's
Oh,
a
look at this,
19,
and both of them were 6. So
24.
You know, like you do. All right, so.
26.
24.
30, not 20.
Hey!
19.
I just go.
I love that.
Where did Keaton go?
Where did Keaton go? Do you have any negatives to your stealth, or is it just...
No, it's
Okay.
just disadvantage.
Cool. All right, so Emma, what does it look like when you cast your Pass Without a Trace?
So, in lieu of today's greenness, we're
We have
gonna
a lot of green
yeah.
going on today. That was unexpected and unplanned.
So we have sort of like a green radiating shadow. So like it's like a shadowy greenness that like envelops all of us, and I can see us like Scooby sneaking like this. Like,
Yes.
and that we also like can't hear or you know what I mean. Your ears kind of pop because we're in a cone of silence, if you will.
Okay.
And that the first thing I do is use my little feet and do this and start kicking up dust just to see if it leaves anything, and it doesn't.
Wonderful. So as the swirling green cloud envelops you, you begin to make your way through the ruins of Thundertree.
And I will be singing the entire time because nobody can hear me.
Thankfully, even with your 19, it does like there is kind of like a silencing. It's not silence per se, but it does like muffle every sound, including your footsteps. And Nox, when you look behind you, Nox and Jonathan, you're not leaving any tracks.
That is very useful.
Who
And
would have thought?
That the loudest member of the group can provide the most silent cover. Yes, I agree.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
I have seen this used before, but never quite like this.
in fairness, nothing that Emma does is quite like what anyone else does.
Sure.
So you do make your quiet way through, and you approach after some. It takes a little bit to get there because you're off the beaten path. But you do finally come up toward the front door of the side door of this little cottage. This small house is in better condition than the dilapidated structures that you passed through. So you went like through this area basically, and you saw like walls caved in and roofs and toppled over, a couple trees that have fallen into roofs and things like that. This place is pretty well preserved. The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, and thick shutters protect the windows.
Does it look any worse or better than the last time I was here?
It looks a little bit worse. When do you think that you were last here?
It had to have been at least 5 years ago, probably more than 5 years ago.
Okay. So we'll say like between 5 to 7 years ago, thereabouts. It looks more worn, like you can see that it's probably still the same shutters, but there's a little bit more like wear and tear around the hinges, like they've been opened and closed repeatedly. It looks like it's been maintained, but not improved upon, if that makes sense.
I will softly knock at the door.
Who's there?
Desmond knocks.
Long pause, long silence. And then you hear quiet footsteps coming toward the door, and the door opens, and standing there is a tall, slender, elderly human woman with long white hair dressed in green robes. And she's not an elf, but she also looks like she hasn't really aged a day since the last time you saw her. She's one of those old people where it's like you hit an age and you just stay there.
She's Asian.
Honestly, if you looked at this picture, you might agree with that. To be perfectly honest. How tall is Nox?
Oh, how tall is Nox? Hold on.
Nox knocked.
5'11".
Okay, so you two, like,
Wow.
she's just a titch taller than you. She looks at you. Well, as I live and breathe, I didn't think you'd come back.
I was not planning on it.
Well, welcome back. And your friends?
I know.
This is Emma, Keaton,
Hello.
Mr. Keaton, and Mr. Jonathan.
G'day.
A pleasure to meet you all.
I will take out, there's a package wrapped in like patterned cloth, and I will hand it to Reidoth. Ma'am.
She reaches out and takes it, opens it. Is it the preserves?
Yeah.
Am I remember that correctly?
Yeah.
She opens it, looks at it, smiles, and you see a little bit of a twinkle around the corners of her eyes. Huh. You remembered.
Indeed.
Come in.
I will lead them inside.
It is a little bit cramped in here because it is a very small cottage. It's nothing quite like the expanse of what you got used to with Nox's place, but it's cozy. It's well maintained inside. There are banked coals in the fireplace, ready to bring back to life in the evening. And as she walks in, a fox that was sitting on a chair jumps up onto her shoulders and coils around her, like wrapping its tail around her neck.
Cute.
Looks down at everyone with a very not a predatory interest, but a very keen interest in each and every one of you.
Ma'am, I don't mean to be rude, but what is a green dragon doing here?
That's a rather more recent addition to the place. Not a fan. Seemed to have found this place and decided that it was going to make itself a home here.
That seems like a rather poor idea.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be causing too many troubles at the moment. But dragons, especially the chromatic ones.
They only get bigger.
They do. And they come with their own kinds of problems. There's some folks that are staying on the other side of town. Black hoods, black cloaks. Pretty sure they're here for that.
Do we have a memory of these types, just like from our time in the town? Because she's not talking about the red brands.
Not talking about the red brand, because these are black cloaks.
Like looking back in the time that we've spent in the town, would we have, when hearing that, do we pick up on any?
Anyone who would like to can make me a history or just a straight intelligence check, whichever you prefer.
This is not a saving throw, right?
No.
It's been a minute.
It has
but
been
we
a
do
minute
add
since
the
we've all looked at
modifier,
these.
right? We do add the modifier?
Yeah,
16.
for history.
13.
13, 16. What did you get, Knox? Fair enough. Emma, any?
Oh God. Come on. I can't read the sign.
Between the two of you, like whispering and talking it out, you gather that this was not something that was really much of a thing in the town, but casting your memory back, especially Keaton being in Baldur's Gate and Jonathan being around the Sword Coast, you've been hearing about a cult that has been getting more and more prevalent. They call themselves the Cult of the Dragon.
Fitting.
Original.
Very original, yes. And I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense, right? There's a green dragon, and there's cultists from the Cult of the Dragon here. You may not know exactly what they want, but when you think about it, it makes sense that they're here.
Would I be able to make a religion check about this cult?
Sure, if you would like.
Yeah, I don't know Jack. I got an 8.
Yeah, with that, it's just like the very faintest memories of, you know, the bedtime stories that are told about Tiamat, the Queen of Dragons, but like so distant and far away that it's just like, oh yeah, chromatic dragons supposedly serve Tiamat. Shrugs forever ?
Yay.
Well, do you need help with that?
I mean, at the end of the day, the dragon is kind of a part of nature. So, but it's going to become a very disruptive force here soon. So I'd like to have it driven away, at the very least, so it's not close to Phandelver and all the other things that are out this direction. Let the rest of the Sword Coast deal with their dragon problem. We've got enough here with the Zomsters and the plants.
Are those real?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was just a ruse to try and keep people out of your area.
I mean, I don't exactly live here. I stop in here when I come through to check on things. Knox will tell you, me and their family, territories butt up against each other. We kind of patrol, in a sense, to make sure that, you know, threats like that are at least noted.
Well, I don't know if the threat like this though. Have you? I'm assuming you've seen the goblins and the
glowing goblins.
The glowing goblins. I'm hoping that with that sign and this dragon, they're not bothering you very much in this area.
No, I haven't seen them here. I've been seeing hints and whispers of them a little bit in the area, but they haven't been around here. I'm familiar with what you're talking about, though.
So you've heard where they might be coming from, then?
I have no idea. They just started showing up one day.
Well, as much as that ought to be dealt with, our priority is to find a dwarf.
Yes.
Keaton, if you would like to.
I forgot his name.
Gundren Roxy.
Thank you. My dear friend. What's his name?
Gundren Roxy.
Thank you. We're looking for my dear friend, Gundren Rockseeker. Sorry. Have you heard of any sightings of a dwarf in this area? It would have been, at this point, a few days ago.
I haven't heard anything specific. Do you have anything more to... I mean, there's a lot of strange things that happen.
Cragmaw Castle.
We're specifically looking for Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah, if you have any information. We were told that you might have some information on that, or might have... Something has come across.
I am familiar with Cragmaw Castle.
You are the first one we have come across in the past 3 days. This is great.
It's been 3 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
How long?
I went swimming.
I've been out for 2 years.
And Rennick actually kind of gives you a look and kind of leans over, and the fox like sniffs at you.
I'm like eating something out of my pocket, and I'm like,
Oh, you've been among the Fae.
it's all rainbows and fun there. Like I said, I went swimming, and then I stayed with the animals, and then I went swimming again.
We fought and bled quite a bit in the past few days, so.
I'm sorry.
Jarnathan over here had his discussions with his inner demons. And Genji fell off a horse.
Yeah.
As he's wont.
Yeah, I was going to say that's to be expected.
Yes, but please, where is Cragmaw? Or what is your relationship to it?
I'm familiar with it. They've been kind of a steady force, if that makes sense. Kind of a, in general, they leave us alone if we leave them alone. I'm not sure what I think about you all going and kicking a wasp's nest. That might have some repercussions across the rest of the
I can assure you, even though if they are leaving you alone now, they will not leave you alone for much longer. It seems like they've been starting to plant roots further and further from their home base.
There are some connections between what has been happening in Phandelver and what's been happening at Cragmaw Castle. They're expanding.
How so?
I actually don't remember the details, but I remember that the spider had...
The web is...
The spider had Gundren, is that correct?
Correct.
Am I wrong?
They gave us the information that the spider was the one that they were talking to, but the spider had a connection to Cragmaw Castle that was taking orders from someone, from what I remembered.
Okay, I have my notes. I could have looked at them.
Wasn't the bugbear taking orders from
The bugbear.
Spider.
Okay.
What's his face with the staff?
Glass stuff.
Yeah, glass.
So,
We're
that
there.
guy?
Yes, it's been a long holiday season.
yes.
Woo!
From what I recall from our notes that we gathered, the folks who are running Cragmaw Castle are sending in bugbears and reinforcements to Phandelver. And thankfully we've taken care of that, but I wonder if in that vacuum more from Cragmaw will appear.
Especially because with Glassstaff, he was looking for Wave Echo Cave.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
he said he was looking for a forge that makes magical items, I believe.
The Forge of Souls. I mean, Nox, as you're aware, I'm a member of the Emerald Enclave, and we generally try to preserve nature. So I'm always a little chancy with the folks of Phandelver and their reaching. But if this person is looking to, try and start up Wave Echo Cave again in those hands, that could go very poorly very quickly.
Do you know where the castle is?
I do.
I understand that it's probably resonating poorly with you, but I would beseech you to give us the information that you know so that I can get there as soon as possible to try and salvage if anything is left of my friend. I fear for him.
Would you be willing to help me out with this particular problem, at least drive him away?
This is easy. All you have to do is offer the dragon a better place to live.
Now, Keaton, I understand that we've been delayed several times. And I know that must be frustrating. But I think Emma's probably right.
Yeah, don't we just call the person who is in charge of caves around here, find a nice one?
Call.
Yeah, just, hi, cave person, I'm calling you out. Like, what about the cave that we found the dogs in?
Done.
There's a nice little nesting area. There's beautiful water features. It's definitely
Wait, where is that?
Oh,
The first,
the first cave we went to. The one that's right off of the Tribord
That's
Trail.
the one thing all four of us remembered, and you're like, what?
No, I know what you're talking about.
oh,
I'm
oh.
just like, you're going to put a dragon
Next to
right
Tribord
next to Tribord Trail.
It'll be fine.
It's a fantastic location.
That's a terrible
I need
idea.
you to forgive them. Yeah. Set up a little.
That might be one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Oh
dragon
my
crossing.
god.
It'll.
Because that's where the high road meets Tribord Trail, or very
It's
close to.
perfect for a green dragon. Perfect.
Now, wherever Cragmaw Castle is, we're not going to get there in a day.
Sure.
We might as well deal with this problem here.
All right. Let's. Yes, we would help. Yes.
All right.
Driving away.
Trust me, I don't like it either.
I've done this before.
Well, then you are an expert.
No.
No.
That was with an army. So this is. I look at Emma.
What?
And Jonks. I look at Jonathan. Look at Knox. Sure.
Well,
This is a baby.
It's not full grown.
it is a youngin', but as Knox rightly pointed out, they do grow.
You sure you don't want to just keep it here to prevent the goblins and the
Well, I was going to
bears
ask, are you sure you just don't want me to kill it? Well, us to kill. I can't kill it by myself. Wow, that sounded really. I'm sorry.
Oh,
If you
I
just.
did not know that was an option.
I mean, if you're, I would not presume upon your abilities, but if you are,
I have safety oil.
Keaton, I think that's something you should probably keep to yourself.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you have what?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I have guiding light.
And I've got dangerous.
And I've got a rock.
Oh my god, did you take the dangerous oil?
Yeah.
Cheesecake in a trap.
Put cheesecake in a trap. Exactly.
God's above.
Cheese in the trap.
Cheese in the trap. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Why?
sorry. We're
Why?
focusing.
I mean, if you are able to just kill the dragon outright, that would make things a lot easier and a lot safer, frankly, because if those cultists can't get a hold of it, you know, in however long it takes, for 100 years or so, but, you know, I won't be around to see it, but our generations next will be here for whatever that dragon turns into as it gets older.
So it's been here for how long?
Oh, a couple months.
Okay. Have you? Again, I don't want to presume your abilities, but have you been able to track its patterns, where it eats, where it feeds, when it leaves its lair?
It looks like it just got back from a fairly successful hunt.
That's good.
I know that it sometimes feeds on the spiders that are a little bit further down the hill. There's some spiders that have taken over the old tavern.
Spider.
Jonathan, you alright?
I would.
He's like,
I would love it if they actually like ate the zombies, but the zombies turn into ash in their mouths when they die. So,
There's still a problem?
oh yeah.
Killed so many of those fuckers. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
As if strong language has ever offended me.
Well, you know. It's just not polite. Mom always said.
All right.
I don't know if we're going to be able to kill it, but we can certainly do something.
are zombies dead?
Yes.
Okay.
They're undead.
They are technically dead, but they are brimming with unlife.
Emma, how long does this? Because I'm assuming we're still in this green gunk.
I have no idea.
Foggy, gunky.
I'm just curious that if we do depart now, if we can make it there with
Hold,
this.
please.
Sure.
Up to an hour.
Oh, is that
Oh yeah, tons
we can
of
make
time.
it there? Okay.
Tons of time. It's like just up the hill.
Keaton, you said you fought a dragon before. Do you remember anything about what green dragons might want?
Can
What
I
we
roll
could offer it?
for this?
For history, sure.
Okay.
Yes, please do.
Because player Matt has no idea.
That's
But-
why I was asking you, because you're smart. Yeah.
History?
Yes.
22.
Lovely. Let me look.
It's not smart.
No, it's,
They're not. Yeah.
oh, it's not. Sorry.
No.
Oh,
Desmond is not smart.
gotcha.
Oh, you're smart. Whoosh.
I have a -1 to intelligence.
You're a different kind of smart.
This is true.
So you know that green dragons are the most cunning and treacherous of the true dragons. They like to use misdirection and trickery to get the upper hand against their enemy.
This will not be easy.
They tend to be like forest-dwelling creatures. They like hanging out in this kind of area. If when they get older, like they start to exude their own poison fog that fills the forest areas that they live in. And generally it prefers like cliffs or like a cave in cliffs away from prying eyes, but it'll take a pre-made human thing just fine.
Sure.
It's very happy with those sorts of things.
Relaying all this information to the group.
But you also know they are nasty-tempered and thoroughly evil. They are very difficult
Not to be reasoned with.
You can, but you have to be like almost on their level as far as evil goes.
I had a thought, but Jonathan, I see you're having a thought.
You can hear the gears grinding.
Sorry, what I remember hearing something about the cliffs of Cragmaw.
The cliffs of Cragmaw.
I don't know. I'm probably just imagining things. It's just
No, but I think I'm on the same track. If we offer Cragmaw Castle to the Green Dragon and we clear it out, that moves it away from Reidoth's territory and problem solved. Maybe we can get it to help us.
The only thing is, and then I look to, oh my gosh. Reidoth. We would need to know where Cragmaw Castle is in order to lure it there.
Well, it is closer to Phandelver than I think anyone has realized. You may have actually passed it on the way.
Shit. Sorry.
Oopsie.
Depending on which way you came, but if you came from Phandelver, as you're following Tribord Trail in the forest, it's, I don't know, 30 miles north of the Tribord Trail.
Okay.
30 miles, 40 miles.
I thought it was like right off the
Yeah,
path.
like it's just hidden in a bush.
I mean, that's a little closer than we wanted to.
so further than the cave, though.
True.
I mean, if you are able to kill it outright, that does solve most of the problems straight away.
I have only heard of the green dragon, but I hear that, and then blah blah blah. It's cunning, it's treacherous. Blah, blah, blah. I do think that you both are onto something. And now that there are these cultists in town, perhaps we offer as cultists to this dragon this new area, this new space. We can revere the dragon. Perhaps try and know.
Given what you've just said, it seems like they would be incredibly difficult to trick.
Well, and
Or to convince of anything.
I
really.
do hate to point this out, but you got a little one on your shoulder. If it thinks that you have one captive or as a pet,
This is my best friend. This is Chunks. Chunks is so adorable.
oh yes, very adorable.
How? Chunks is totally free to go wherever Chunks wants to go. Chunks hangs with me because I'm me.
Well, and I can see that your dragon's not a dragon; it's fae.
What does that mean?
It's different.
I covered Chunks as you're special. Okay?
Wait, does Chunks look like a tiny red dragon?
Like a tiny red fat dragon.
Yeah.
Would I be able to identify what it might be then if it's Fae?
Are you going to use that?
In this moment, yeah.
Do you like naturally have that up all the time, or is that something you have to
I
trigger?
naturally have advantage on recalling information about Fae, fiends, or undead.
Sure. I mean, like, what information are you trying to recall?
Like, if it's Fae, what kind of Fae creature would be...
Chilling.
Tiny red dragon.
Yeah, be chilling as taking the form of a tiny red dragon or a wormling.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't even know what this means.
Which kind of
Pixie?
role would this be?
Really fade-
Nature,
fade
Arcana, or...
Butterfly wing.
Make me an offer.
Rainbow.
Oh.
But it just looks like a tiny
Probably
red
Arcana, then.
All right.
Okay.
What is
I don't know. My friend.
new side question?
Wow.
What is chunks?
My best friend.
Gay.
Oh!
That 20s.
I don't know.
Damn, you blessed them!
No, but hi.
Blessed.
23.
Hashtag
On
blessed.
sale.
Tag blast.
Go check it out.
23, you said?
Yes.
Work.
So there's a lot of fey creatures, and most of them enjoy some measure of trickery. But as you're like getting a better look at Chonks, you can see like kind of, it's not an illusion exactly. It's more like, you know how changelings look like humanoids?
Yes.
This is kind of like a dragon-ish fey that has made itself look like a dragon.
Okay, now I see what you're talking about.
Chunks gives you the most innocent look and coughs out a little flame.
No, I didn't notice that before.
I mean, were you ever looking?
I suppose I was too distracted by what I was seeing, not what I was sensing.
So, does anyone have a large hat so that Chunks can ride on my head and I can put the hat over Chunks?
Nox just like takes off their hat.
Oh.
Okay.
So it looks like our best option is just kill it
Not
if
unless,
we can.
not unless someone else here wants to talk to it. I mean, obviously we can't have Emma, at least not with Chonk, so who would that leave?
I look at Jonathan when Jonathan
You're all looking
suggests
at
it.
each other.
Oh, everyone's looking at someone different.
You're doing the Spider-Man meme.
I'm just remembering black hoods, black cloaks. I look down at my armor.
I mean,
I am
group
not-
charisma checks. I'm not the most charismatic character, so it was probably a poor suggestion.
And you think I am? Remember how I barely talked my way to that
That's true.
goblin?
I have to look up what my telepathy is if it's only with Chunks.
Oh, are you charismatic? You talk down the town.
Y'all,
Genji's probably the most charismatic.
I learned manners and that's about it.
Oh, where's that little annoying boy?
I know.
When you need
We're
him?
missing our nobleman.
Yeah,
James, we miss you. Feel better.
we do. Mm.
Damn you, irony!
I mean,
Let's kill it.
I can try. We just don't have a very good suggestion. Cragmaw is too close to Phandelver, and I don't.
What about
Is
other
there
forests?
is there any other place around here where I could suggest that the dragon go?
With your knowledge of the area, like there's a lot of, especially as the hills turn into the mountains, there are a lot of places where like a young green dragon might be fine, but always in the back of your mind is the comment, but they grow. Mm-hmm. And at some point, it won't be in your lifetime. It may not be even in, if you have children, your children's lifetime, but it's going to come home to roost.
Perfect. We have 2 generations worth of time. We'll be long
For
gone
it to
by
get
then.
stronger.
Sure.
You might be right, we may have to kill it.
Yeah.
Especially if they are naturally inclined towards the evil inclination.
Yes.
Unless we get it somewhere they can be isolated.
Did we take that thing that tells us
Yeah,
the
I thought we did.
resistances and stuff, or no? Is it
It's on the
still
table
out of
somewhere.
play? I think it's out of play because we didn't accept that.
That took too
I
much
thought
effort.
we got to keep them. They were
You can
free
switch 'em.
floating.
Can we float them?
You can switch them out if you like.
You just
Okay.
have to say that you're switching.
Yeah.
I would like to switch it right now because I
Okay.
think I'm going to, as Keaton will kind of go into his memory banks to do the forgotten lore.
Okay, so it'll be for a thing that you see, correct?
Got it. So I'm hanging on to this then instead of my
mean,
safe
you
to oil's gone, guys.
You can,
no.
see,
Watch out.
you can see the dragon. In
Well, yeah,
that
can I
tower.
see
It's
it?
currently tucked inside, like you know it's inside of the town.
Yeah. I'll wait until I see it, and then it'll be like, everything will come.
Like
back to
that
me.
rushing
Yeah,
psycho
and I'll go,
effect.
"Oh."
It's not psycho, what is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
effect?
I was doing it. That's so Raven, but I guess yes.
Oh
that's
yes.
It was a Hitchcock thing. I just don't remember which Hitchcock film.
Oh my goodness.
Vertigo?
Yes, Vertigo, thank you.
So, do we want to try to draw out the dragon and fight it in a more open space, or do we feel like being cramped in a tiny little tower?
I think I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's probably better if we do it in somewhere so that it cannot start to fly and get out of our grasp. Also, it probably has just eaten, or so it's probably chilling and about to take a nap. So
And how
in my
many?
mind, I would think.
Where are the cultists and how many?
That's a good point. I don't know if they're going to be on the way there
Yeah.
or doing their thing around.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
We could send him a message. Be like, Mama Cultist needs you. Go.
Go. Yeah.
Well, Reidoth will say, well, they do tend to hang out pretty much exactly on the opposite side of the ruins as here. On the map, she'll be like, well, it's about here-ish. It'll be U13. So
Where we
the other
were,
side.
where we came in.
No, 13.
Opposite corner.
You're by U1. So
Oh, that's 3. Sorry.
that'd be right around here.
Coincidentally, one of the things that got built. Can't imagine why that would have been.
Oh, dear.
Sure, so do we want to deal with them first, or do we want to ignore them and...
I say straight to the dragon. That's my opinion.
Ooh, and if we're really close to the dragon will also be silenced and then can't yell for help.
Does that actually
I
work?
don't think that's
I'm
the
making-
way that works.
No, passive without a trace is on the people who were around you when you cast it.
Huh.
Now, if somebody had a silent spell...
I dropped it for my spiritual rainbow trout.
Well,
Oh,
Other option, if we kill it, we just present Chunk to the cult.
No! I mean,
We don't give it to them. We just, give them something
here,
to
worship
to
this
worship.
chunk.
yeah, we'll rub some of the dragon blood on Chunks' mouth, and then they'll think that Chunks is the alpha now. And so then they'll go, hail
I
Chunks, hail
don't
Chunks.
think
I will just point out that Chunks is about the size of a pseudo-dragon
yeah.
right
And then I'm like, Chunks, make them go get cookies.
Yeah, exactly. We want cookies. Crumble.
Yeah, Chunks in size and approximate temperament is about the size of a corgi right now.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Chunks is so cute. So it sounds like you're decided on a course of action.
No.
Yes. Oh,
What?
I don't know if I want
We are-
dragon cultists on my behind.
I mean, I'm aware of them. They've left me alone. And
So they're aware of you.
sure.
New plan. Somebody needs to brew some sleeping tea. Then we disguise ourselves as vendors, sell the cultists sleeping tea. Then we wall them up in the little building. If somebody could just get a bricklayer available to us,
Oh my gosh.
I love this plan so much.
we brick them up in a cask of Amontillado.
Brick 'em up, huh?
Safety oil, safety oil.
Oh, God.
You know?
Now, I'm sure we could probably brew some of that tea. I'm sorry.
We can make flyers that says best tea ever.
But I don't know if we have time for that.
Okay.
Although that would be quite amusing.
And if you want to take advantage of that spell that I see around y'all, you're probably going to want to get a move on here pretty
Basket.
soon.
Got it. Let's go.
All right.
To the dragon.
To the dragon.
Is Reidoth going to join us?
Reidoth, please. oh
Please,
God, why not come with us? Yeah.
It's your town.
You know what? I feel that's only fair that I come and at least lend a hand. I don't know if I'll be able to be inside with y'all, but I can help buff.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to fit Chunks into like,
The inside of your
yeah,
coat.
exactly, without like squishing him.
I don't think that's going to matter very much, darling.
Yeah.
We're just going to kill it.
And then I'm just
Not
like,
Chong.
okay.
Good Lord.
How are we not dead?
We're charming and cute.
We're
That's
gonna
why.
find out.
You are charming and cute.
That's why we're not dead. Fucking charming. Sorry. We're gosh darn charming.
Yes. How can I help you, sir?
No, I was just thinking of a deck of inspiration card that would be very helpful, but
So, shall we proceed
Yes.
stealthily?
yes.
All right.
Now, I don't think that Reidoth benefits from passive trace,
Correct. But she will be like probably between 30 to 40 feet behind you. Just to make, I mean, she's a druid. With certain exceptions, druids tend to be very quiet moving through their area.
What are the sightlines on this tower?
It's up on the top of the hill, so it's probably the most easily visible thing up there. And glancing up there, you can't see the dragon, which means it probably can't see you at the moment.
Okay. I'd like to lead us like through
the trees here. I don't want to use the main path.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go from the back door of U4 through, like, up toward U2, skirt along that wall, cross the road, and, like, take cover. I'm headed toward I want to go around the back of U7.
Okay. And with Reidoth with you, she does warn you that there are nasties in these buildings. She's very adept at avoiding the zombies, and she tells you
Zombies.
zombies. And she also tells you that one of the other common things around here are things called twig blots.
Twig.
Twig blots.
Blights.
Okay.
I mean, they're not strong, but they swarm because they're formed from nasty magic around here.
Do I know what a twig blight is?
Roll me a nature check. Low DC for you.
Wait.
Hey.
Hold on. There's a thing. No, there's not.
Okay.
Phew! 19.
All right. With that, you've heard of twig. You've run across a couple twig blights before, and like she said, they're not powerful, but they are annoying. They're little plants that will like run up and bite you, basically. Basically, with their little needle teeth
Great.
and claws.
Great ankle biters.
They're effectively awakened plants.
Okay.
So, and you with druidic background would know a lot about like awakened things.
Reidoth, would you mind if I boil some water for us for a little tea moment?
If you feel so inclined.
I do.
Sure.
I'm gonna, Keaton's gonna reach into their pouch and pull out a flower that looks very dead. It's gonna be a corpse flower. And you let me know, DM, if this is okay, but there's something called corpse's caffeine. From the flower, if it's crushed, it turns into an orange paste that if you infuse with hot water, it makes it bitter, like really bitter tea, but it's smooth. And the tea makes you more aware, it's very loose, more aware of dead organisms around you.
So
I don't know if that would mean undead organisms.
Yeah,
but I wonder
yeah.
if we can all have a little sip of this on our journey.
I'm going to rule then that gives you advantage on perception checks looking for the undead.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Sure. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to be making that when while we're all getting ready to go.
I'm guessing there's probably just tracks everywhere from these creatures, just all over the place.
What's odd is that there isn't.
If loaders.
That's what's really weird about it is as you were coming through the area, it just looked like a dead town that had been swept clean by time.
Oh, that is unsettling. Are there any tracks?
Oh, I mean, zombies don't necessarily need to go out and get anything, so they just stay where they are until someone bothers them, which is part of how I'm able to move through the town as easy as I am. But once they catch sight of you, they're relentless until you destroy them.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware. I just somehow thought, I guess that does explain there have not been too many guests in this area.
It's one of the reasons why we put up that sign.
Fair point.
And then anyone who stumbles in and ignores the warning, on their own head be it.
I'm gonna take out some. It's a vial of oil. It has a cork on it, and Nox is gonna uncork it, and this like garlicky smell, but not kind of a smell. I'm gonna then take my finger and like put some on.
You're like an Italian man, B.O. Like the guy
Like the oily garlic.
yeah, like the guy who makes your
Yeah.
pizza.
Like garlic and like it's
And feet.
Actually,
Garlic on feet.
Thanks for the extra on the foot.
While Keaton's making a tea, smells like he's his backs to Nox and was like,
You like throw it out.
I don't
start
remember.
again.
I was like, I don't remember this being that.
for the twig blights.
Oh, interesting.
Put it back on. Anybody want some?
Nope.
That 4.
The twig bloods.
Dab, 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 dab. And then we'll hand out this bitter, really gross tea. Anyone want tea too?
Yes.
That'll help you with the undead.
I think it'll be fine with just the two of us.
Okay.
Cork it and put it back.
It's that potent.
What
really
what
bad.
exactly does this do? What is this?
It is you can decide whether or not it does anything, but it's supposed to repel like insects and little nasties, smaller like bitey
Citronella.
creatures.
Yeah.
Except citronella smells good.
That's true.
This does not smell good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it's a Knox family recipe, and it's one of those things where it could work or it could just be superstition.
Love that.
Roll me an Arcana check, please.
Ooh,
Fun.
2.
All right.
Wait. 1.
Superstition.
The unnaturalist of ones.
I
I mean, you believe it works. 100%.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
believe it works.
Absolutely.
We'll leave it at that.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
I love that.
And if you believe,
Gotta
I
know.
believe.
Sure.
And
I recall any info that might relate to weaknesses or little resistances against these little buggers.
Have you run across twig blights before?
That depends. Are they fiends?
No, they're plants.
Damn!
Are they dried out twigs?
No, but I mean, you hang out with a red dragon chonker. You know that anything that is organic tends to not do well with fire.
Yeah. So I assume that fire would definitely, since it's plants, I know fire for sure. I didn't know if it had any resistance.
all right, down this tea and let's get out of here before this
Yes.
green
Before the
fog
green
goes
goop.
away.
Yep.
A little pile.
Good idea.
Blood.
All right. Here we go.
Choke down the tea.
Yeah. So we smell great and are tasting great in our mouth as we're heading out the door.
Let's go date a green dragon.
Yeah. Woo.
All right, and as the 5 of you set out toward the tower, that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break for this evening, because I need to adjust some map things.
Nar.
Indeed.
Arnar.
So we will be back as soon as it takes 5 people to use the bathroom and for 1 GM to trade out a map for a thing that wasn't expected to be quite this quick.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay, love it.
So we'll be back shortly. Again, check out the shop, shop.questandchaos.com for #blessed. Use the code chaos for 20% off of everything. It's a pretty great deal. This is the time to do it. And we'll be back shortly. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Quests and Chaos, Phandelver and below. When we left off, our intrepid heroes were on their way to the tower to go and face off with a young green dragon. But before we get going on that, thank you so much to the people who have sent in super chats. First of all, Jay Matthews, 1 coin to the DM to kill them all.
Oh boy.
Thank you. I will do my best.
Amazing.
And from Red Dead Coquette, 2 coins to the players. Have fun storming the dragon.
Oh,
Matt,
you're awesome, Red Dead. Oh, scheiße!
That does not bode
That
well.
was very cool, though. Watching it bounce along your arm like that. Oh, goodness gracious. So as you are all making your quiet way through the underbrush with the like green mist still swirling around you, you can't hear Reidoth either. You kind of assume that like you glance back a couple of times and you don't see her, but you do see a fox and a gray squirrel trotting along behind you.
Sounds about right.
But as you are approaching the tower, at the top of the hill stands a round tower with a cottage attached. Both are in relatively good condition, although half of the roof's tower is gone. Roof's tower? Tower's roof. Well, this bodes well for tonight, doesn't it?
That's great. You're doing great.
A door leads into the cottage, and several arrow-slit windows are visible in the tower. You notice an eerie quiet in the area and a strange acrid smell in the air. The corpses of 2 giant spiders sprawl near the edge of the pathway, apparently dragged there. Their bloated bodies are puckered and blistered and appear to have been mauled by a large animal.
So on U7, it looks like there's a door in the back. Is there a door in the back?
Yes.
Okay. I wanna, and that's just to the cottage, right?
And there it is.
I'm cheating because this was not built for that originally, but here we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen at the door.
All right. So listening at the door to the cottage, you hear the eerie silence that almost makes your ears ring.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a handle on this door? Can I check and see if it's...
If I may propose, I have a certain magic hand that I freaked out about.
Magic hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
I will move out of the way.
Yeah, let's take a step back and get my mage hand out. No longer freaking out about it.
Just a little bit of freak out. It's just internal.
Gonna push that door open slightly.
Okay. The creak of long unused hinges sings through the air a little bit louder than you think it actually is on your 2 keen senses right now. All of you are on edge, so it sounds like, the fabric of reality tearing to you. But in reality, it's probably just like the littlest of squeaks. As the door pushes open, nothing explodes.
Do we hear any skitter-scatter of multiple legs on the ceilings or walls?
Make me anyone who'd like to make me a perception check.
Why?
The gays have abandoned you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't gay it. I'm sorry.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
10.
Hold on. I have things to add. I'm so sorry. Perception?
Yes.
18.
Oh, thank God.
6.
12.
Okay. Nox, this makes perfect sense. You with your forest-tuned senses kind of lean and look and listen and just like breathe in the eerie quiet of the place. Like it is unnaturally quiet. There are no birds singing. There is no chirping of anything nearby. But you also don't hear the skitter of overly sized feet. Don't.
I mean, like, you don't hear it, but it's there. That's what I thought you were saying. Like, Okay.
Is it dark in this room?
Yes. But it's I mean, like the dark of like there's no light inside and the opposite door is closed. There's that sliver of light that's coming in from the doorway.
Okay. What is in this room?
A whole lot of nothing, frankly. The cottage contains dusty furniture draped in webbing, but nothing of value. Nothing.
It's okay.
I was doing the Anchorman thing of just reading what was in front of me, and
Okay.
yeah, no, there's a lot of disused furniture that is covered with like drapes and coverings and stuff, and there's a lot of older webs in here that have gathered dust and are falling apart. But there doesn't appear to be anything fresh in here, and it looks pretty empty.
Okay. Is there, and aside from the entrance, like right in front of me, I assume, is there another door?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside.
All right.
And
Oh, right. You have dark vision.
yeah.
That's wrong.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I do now. I don't know I don't think Nox
Trunk.
notices that they have dark vision.
You just think that your eyes adjust really fast to the dimness inside. As you walk in and you look around, and it looks like what you assumed that your cottage would look like when you got back. That disused, empty feel.
Okay. But there's no way into the tower from here. So I guess I'll signal to everybody like there's no door.
No windows.
Walking around.
And I'll take them out and walk them around. And like I want to hug the wall of the tower and like look around and see if I can see an entrance.
Everyone go ahead and give me your minis.
Oh.
You know, since we're here on a map.
Here's all my people.
Goodness gracious. You haven't cast spiritual weapon yet. Go
Okay.
away. All right, so you are bow person, and you're like hugging the wall around here. What is the marching order of the rest of you?
I feel like I'm going to be taking the rear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably be behind Nox.
Yeah, I don't like. You're gonna have to push me forward.
Yes, and have been. Yeah.
Shove.
Come on.
Wanna.
Let me see. I picked all evil-looking things because I assumed wrongly.
Oh, hello.
And
Oh.
behind you,
Surprise!
you hear like this little whoosh as the gray squirrel stands up into full humanoid form, and Reidoth's fox jumps back onto her shoulder. She quietly follows you.
Love it. Surprise.
So I want to go. Am I seeing these steps right here?
Yes.
Okay, so those are real steps.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to go in the front. I want to go around the back.
Well, the thing about defensible towers, Cal, is there's generally like one way in, one way out.
But there, you said there were windows, though, right?
There's arrow slits.
Damn. Damn.
Okay, I'll sneak up the stairs.
All right. And just for funsies, everyone give me a stealth check.
This is at advantage, or are we still in the...
Yeah, we're still
the
advantage.
dodge?
Advantage is plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's disadvantage for me.
Yeah.
I would just. I would like to knock an arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jonathan.
25.
Nox.
Hold on. Where is it? 16.
Nat 1, but technically 17.
Okay. See, because here's the thing. You can't nat fail. You cannot critically fail a skill check.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Nat 1, but 17.
17. Okay.
Yep, 21.
Okay. It's a little more hairy and a little more tense than the last time that you were sneaking under the auspices of this particular spell. But you do feel relatively quiet, even as one person's foot like squelches in the entrails of the dead spider as you pass by. Not yours. You were too quiet for that. Probably actually Nox, weirdly.
I stifle myself, like almost like.
Yep.
But you are able to make your quiet way up the stairs.
Go all the way up. I want to go up until I can see the dragon.
Just like peek.
Just this much of your head over the
Yeah,
stairs.
just like eyes.
Kilroy was here. So, this is not a very tall, it's tall for the surrounding area, but it's like, 2 stories high as a tower. The real advantage that it has is that it's on the top of the hill, so it can see across the area, but it's not a very big tower. It is a single large room with the remains of a 40-foot high ceiling. You can see looking in that the ceiling's gone, or basically gone. You assume that what was still there when the dragon arrived disappeared or got torn out when the dragon arrived. But peeking in, because you all were quite quiet, looking in, you can see that it is, if not asleep, heading that direction. Because as you pointed out, it has just eaten.
Are all 4 of us kind of like Scooby-Dooing?
That's up to
looking
you.
up? I am.
I'm not.
You're not? Okay. Because I want to see it. To use, thank you, Forgotten Lore, to know all immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities of
Okay.
that stupid thing. That's what I want to do.
All right, let me see exactly what that
Sure.
says, because wording is everything. The immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. It is immune to poison. It is immune to the condition poised. And that's pretty much it. There's
No
It
vulnerabilities?
doesn't have any vulnerabilities.
Oh, good.
How many hit points does it have?
I don't think
This doesn't. This doesn't say that you get to find that out.
Thomas, rewrite that card.
But I okay. So yeah, just and then seeing it, Keaton remembers not an encounter with the green dragon, but like the stories of, and it's like, oh.
Yeah,
This took like a battalion of people to take down from like a story that he remembers. So we'll not relay that to the group though, but we'll just be like, it's pretty obvious, but we can't poison the poison dragon. And to be honest, I have no idea. Actually, there's no roof. There's no roof.
Not really. I mean, there's some roof, but not much.
Is the area the dragon is currently starting to like get comfortable in? Is there something above it, or is there just open sky?
Looking at it, there is still like the remnants of beams type of things, and maybe a little bit of thatching. You wouldn't want to put a foot on it because you might go right through it. But let's say that if you are successful in climbing, you could get theoretically above it.
But there's not enough rubble or something above it to potentially down it that way.
I see what
That's
you're
what I'm
asking.
trying. I'm just trying to see if there's enough in Keaton's mind would think.
Would it be possible to tear down part of the wall to have it fall down?
Thank you. Yeah.
Part of the wall, absolutely, because like it's I mean it's a tower. It like comes up toward like it's not a completely where you're looking at it is round, but it kind of like tapers up so that it is it kind of looks a little bit like, to modernize, a little more like a rocket to like close off the top. I mean, depending on what you use and how well you roll, you could theoretically bring down part of the wall on it.
Cool. Good to know.
I'm gonna look around at my party members, my folks, with like a questioning, like, "Oh, Your Honor?"
No.
So what is the game plan? Is there a game plan?
I don't want to be inside.
You don't want to be in.
No, because I have a ranged weapon, and I also know that it will immediately fly up and like spew poison at us, and we are trapped.
Oh, in the.
Yes.
I do have a new ranged attack.
And I'm trying to get it grappled. This is just.
You're trying to grapple a dragon?
I'm trying to get it stuck up in here.
You're gonna wrestle
So
with
that
it?
we can.
Wrestle?
I don't know. Keaton's he's a get it done.
We need a
get
real
in,
good
get
surprise
done.
round.
Yeah, like a magic
like
hand.
throw a net on it or something?
Exactly. Like trying to get. That's why I was looking above to see if we can rubble it up a little bit.
Like slap it with a magic hand.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, with your trout.
We need a really good surprise round, and then it's in the air.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Mage Hand only has a range of 30 feet, and I don't think it has a lot of... Yeah, I can't carry anything more than 10 pounds, so... If I'm able to pluck something off that wall, it ain't going to be enough to pin it.
Okay.
Unless I pull off the weak
I don't
spot.
have anything to do anything with that, so
I think the plan was not made, so we are making the plan on the fly.
Here we go.
I'm going to get up closer to where I have a shot on it.
Tuck you right about there. That seems viable.
And I'm gonna like.
What are you okay? If Nox is pulling out an arrow, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go in then.
You're going in
Yes, I'm going to go in. I'm stealthily going in.
with your natural one.
Is it? Well, but I mean, at this point,
17.
17.
17 with your 17.
Because it's falling asleep. You said, or it looks like it's falling asleep.
Yes.
What I want to do, maybe I'll just talk it out first. But what I want to do is I want to grease it up, not with my safety oil.
No, with grease.
My cheese grease.
Sure.
Out of my thing.
Yeah.
And then so hopefully, I'm thinking if it's like starting to go to sleep, we can light it up.
Massage services.
We can massage it up,
So you're gonna.
light it up, and then I'm hoping that it'll also slippity dippity when it's trying to get up. You know what I mean?
Does anybody
These are
have?
the technical terms.
I have no idea what this is about.
So I'm trying to.
You're looking,
Basically, we want to treat it like that one bandit I...
Yes, we want
Okay.
to light it on fire.
Got it. It's like a luau pig.
Yes.
Grease it
and
up.
then, and then it'll be like going like this, and then.
Does anybody have any fire
Yeah.
spells?
I have a torch. I have a torch on.
I
Oh.
can make my...
Oh.
I can turn my sword...
Oh.
Wait a second.
Oh.
Wait a second.
I like how we're all outside.
Wait a second.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna
Wait
get
a
there.
second. We totally should have done this before.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry.
funny.
I'm gonna take some a rag or something and tie it on the end of my arrow. And as soon as you throw grease, I'm gonna light that arrow on fire and shoot it in there. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That's the plan.
That's our first little.
That
Wake up, Draggy.
well, that's your two thing, right?
That's our plan. That's what we're doing.
Who's the stealthiest?
Tis I.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably, because I know I got a high, but yours is probably even higher than mine.
I have a +5 to stealth.
Oh, actually, we're tied then.
Yeah, sweet.
Cool. Because I was going to say, who should be the one to grease him up?
Well, I'm just gonna.
You're just
spell
gonna
it up.
throw
I'm just
grease.
gonna spell it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think I have to touch it, right? Like I can.
No.
Yeah, it just appears.
Okay.
Oh,
You ready?
Let's get these.
Yeah,
what
what are you two doing?
I'm going to also...
Because you effectively have at least one surprise round, depending on what on what everyone else is doing.
I'm also going to keep my distance and queue up an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the moment that Nox fires off their crossbow, I'm going to kablamo the dragon.
Blammo.
Doing Emma. What you doing, Emma?
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon and smack it with my rainbow trout.
Yeah, you
Love
are.
it.
Yeah, you are.
Roast that fish. Yeah.
And you also, because that's a bonus action, so
Yeah.
you can also do a cantrip as an action if you feel so inclined.
Well, knowing how smart Chonks is, then I would also cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming Toll the Dead is a wisdom, and I'm sure the dragons are smarter than me.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative, just so I know what
Oh.
order things are happening in.
We forgot to.
But
roll
can
in.
I?
Well, we
We
wasn't called for yet.
We hadn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we had. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
My.
All right. 20 to 25. All right.
Nice.
Finally!
I need to move these down here. There. All right. 20 to 15.
15.
16.
Oh wait, 16. Yeah. Sorry, I was like spacing.
My
out.
goodness.
Emma, what's
Great.
your dex?
17.
Okay, so you go before me.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Emma, Nox, and I'm sorry, you guys were 16 and you're 15?
Is the last.
Yep.
Yeah, last.
And then I'm gonna choose to hold my action until after all that
Oh,
shenanigans.
flamey stuff.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
shenanigans happen.
All right, so Jonathan, you are holding your Eldritch Blast until after. So the trigger on that is when Nox shoots their arrow.
Yeah, because I'm basically just, the moment they do that, I'm going to try and, blast the dragon at the same time.
Okay. So effectively, like this round does nothing until it gets to Keaton, because unfortunately you are the lowest one on the totem pole there. So Keaton, you cast Grease.
Yeah.
Where do you want to
first
be?
as a bonus action, I'm going to pull out the sword, and then you swear everything, you hear the drums, and then everything goes black and white for a second. And then I now have Blade Song activated.
Excellent.
So I'm going to get a little bit more buffed.
A little more.
And then, we'll reach into the pouch, pull out a little piece. It looks like a pebble, but it's like a little block of Parmesan cheese, and just starts rubbing it. And then you see it kind of like this. And then like a light yellow something will appear under, I'm hoping, the dragon itself.
I would like you to give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, that's great. Ooh, that's a 22.
Okay, so you can hear all of your senses are just like turned up to 11 right now. So you can hear the cheese squeaking as you rub it between your fingertips and get that little bit of grease started and then flick it. The dragon kind of snorts and rolls, but doesn't seem to notice as grease spreads under it in a puddle.
Nice.
So with that very good sleight of hand, nothing happened. And so you were holding your action for that?
Yeah, with the arrow lit on fire, I'm going to release that.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
I'm scared of my dice.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just pull up on my stuff so I know what I'm doing. Oh no, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Okay, good.
So the first one
Is a 19.
All right.
Yes, 19 to hit.
All right. So as you see this oil, this grease appearing under and on the dragon, you loose your arrow, this flaming arrow, and it strikes true.
Cool.
Roll me some damage
He's dead.
with. Roll me damage with an additional 4d6.
Whoa! Cheese that.
Okay. After this,
You get another one?
I get 2.
Okay, that's a lot of math.
Wow.
Please hold.
Holding.
5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Ooh. 20.
10. That's 20, right? Yeah.
20 fire damage.
All right. So 25 total. And is that plus anything?
That is with the
All right.
additional stuff.
All right, so you see this dragon from nose to tail. Whoosh. This is some very volatile grease. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Okay, so
Yes, Captain.
this happens,
Uh-huh.
and then for Nox, time slows down. But they feel like they're moving at normal speed. And they pull another arrow out.
I like it.
18.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you want me to do all the hits first and then the damage? If I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So shoot off another arrow, and time is still really slow, and they're really confused. And they take out another arrow and try it again.
Ooh.
No. That doesn't hit.
Do you want to try? Can you?
You can.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay,
Let's use
yay.
it. Let's use a bit.
We have them.
It's a d6, right?
Yes.
All of my d6s are over here.
No.
Oh.
Does not hit.
It's okay. It's okay.
What was the total? Out of curiosity.
7, 8 plus 5, whatever that is.
13.
13.
Okay. Yeah, your confusion kind of pulls your hand a little bit. So the second arrow definitely hits, and it's like it's a very tight grouping with the first one, and then the third one, because you're very confused, kind of pings off of the side of the wall.
Oh, I forgot. I do an extra 1d8 damage.
Ooh.
Please do.
8 damage.
Yes!
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. 32 damage.
And there's like a weird, dark, like shadowy energy that is radiating off of Nox, and then it kind of sinks down into their feet. They have an extra 10 feet of movement right now.
Nice.
And
Excellent.
I think... Is there anywhere I can move that I would still be within sight of the dragon, but maybe like a little further away?
I mean, the best. So on the model, the steps are not wide enough.
Yeah.
But you can like move down a step and like shift off to the side.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
So
So
that is in my brain.
just help me remember that you are back and down a step, so you are out of easy line of sight of the dragon. Jonathan, your Eldritch Blast goes off.
Yeah. And I'm guessing because it's a surprise, we don't get advantage on the attack, just a straight 1d20 roll.
I mean, it is surprise. This is still a surprise round. So yeah, go ahead and
Go for
Nice.
that 20. Go for
Take
that 20. Yeah.
Wow, thank God.
yeah. I'm looking at
That
you
was,
guys,
oh.
What is it? What is it?
One was a 1.
Oh, love it.
I got a 23.
All right, that certainly hits.
Sick.
Yeah.
This dragon's gonna be.
Don't say that. I haven't gone yet. Hold
that's
on.
true. Oh yeah.
Genji is gonna be so mad that we killed this dragon.
I was like, I didn't even get to talk
I just
to
pull
it.
out my
Yeah.
blade and just like blast it out.
Nice.
And I rolled, 9 damage.
Woo.
Dang.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. All right. Emma.
Okay.
Your spirit, you were holding it.
Okay.
So your spiritual weapon goes off.
Yep. So Sacred Flame first
Go
is
ahead.
a dex of 13,
And because it is prone,
which is why I'd like to do that first.
I don't care what you add to the 4. The 4 is that is not going to make that
Okay.
roll.
All right. So that is for 6 damage for that
Nice.
one. And then I will cast Spiritual Weapon, which is a rainbow trout, heavy on the rainbow.
Love it.
And that is... Oh, I got to roll for that.
Yes.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's only 10.
That does miss.
Oh.
And it misses sufficiently that a D6 won't help. I'll save you the bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, because that would be only...
But there's a trout in there now.
Yeah.
Where is
there
your trout?
So... Oh, right here. Sorry.
Give me your friend.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be within 5 feet of the object to smack it. Yeah.
Yes, because
So,
it's
yep.
melee.
Yep.
Is it a big trout? Or is it like a normal sized trout?
I'm going to say that you popped up here to see, and you can back off if you
Yes.
want to.
Yeah. I'm also doing the. Yes.
maneuver?
The what's happening.
All right. I believe that is everyone, and that was quite a turn. So the dragon's awake now.
Sure.
But it is still surprised. So like it wakes up roaring and very confused as this trout that just tried to smack it.
It's like, why is this trout on fire and attacking me?
The
What's
trout tried to
happening?
smack it in the face.
Yeah.
It's on fire. And I'm going.
Does it continue to take
Oh,
fire damage from this?
It's a quick ignite,
Got it,
basically.
got it, got it.
So it did damage for that turn, and now the grease is used up.
Got it.
So you won't.
Oh, the grease is gone.
Yes.
Oh.
You
okay.
lit it on
traded
fire.
damage for the dex check.
Love it. Okay.
That said, if you want to cast it again.
Oh, you better believe.
All right. Well,
Grease
then,
is going to be the best spell that we ever had.
I
No.
broke Storm King's Thunder with grease.
Oh, really?
I
was gonna
did.
say, I just got it because I thought it was a cute little story thing because he
Yes.
has cheese in his pocket. But
It
oh,
is
An
grease is
amazing spell.
Yeah, I was like,
is
who knew?
broken.
Love little grease.
We can go sledding later.
Well, and especially because I abide by the same rule that the person who ran Storm King's Thunder uses, where it's a dex check to try to get up.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming too.
That's not actually how it's written, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, top of the lineup, Jonathan. As the dragon tries to get to its feet, it's very discombobulated. The fire is burning out, but it's it's hurt, it's yelling, and it sounds and looks very confused.
I'm going to just make some space and do the same thing I just did.
Peak point.
Yeah, prep my Eldritch Blast for when you use grease and you fire off
Another
a
fire arrow.
Why
Yep.
not do it again? I was like,
right.
why not do it again?
Emma.
All right. So same thing. Dex of 13.
Fish slap.
Yeah.
Fish slap.
And then a fish slap.
Baby, fish slap.
Oh, this time. And then so the fish slap is
Fish slap that guy.
18.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay,
Hey.
so then for fish slap, it is
Nice.
6 plus 3 is something.
9.
9. And then did they make their decks?
They did not.
Okay. So that's a 9er plus a 5er is 14.
Jesus Christ.
Fish slap.
Wow.
How did this happen all of a sudden?
Yeah,
I'm
fish slap.
It's
Yeah.
not bitch slap, it's fish
It's
slap.
fish slap.
Exact players for being stealthy because
Not the smartest, but very
No.
stealthy. Yeah.
you know what, smarts are what you make of them.
Plan Dewey. Let's just ignite it.
Let's just light it on fire.
Fire.
It worked for that dying guy.
Nox.
I am going to. Can I? Yeah. So I didn't prepare another arrow to be lit on fire.
Okay.
Can I do that now and then hold my action
Oh.
until Keaton casts grease? Like, can I do that as a bonus action?
Sure, I'll allow that.
Okay, thank you. So I will prepare and I will light my arrow on fire. And as soon as Keaton casts grease again, I
We're
will.
almost kind of assuming that at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that he's gonna cast grease again as soon as he sees me lighting my little. And then, yep.
All right.
I'll wait.
Yeah, so you're holding that action? All right.
So Keaton looks back and he's like, okay, I think I get what they're doing. I'm going to disguise self
Green dragon.
as a green dragon.
Oh my
No, I'm
god.
just kidding. Keaton knows what's up. Grease again.
All right.
Still holding the little bit of
The cheese ball.
Kind of squeezing.
Squeezing blood out of that stone.
Yep, and sending it back again.
And this time the dragon is quite awake. So,
Sure.
you see the. This is too funny.
The grease.
You see the grease spreading under its feet. Okay.
Does it pass?
It makes a dex check, so it doesn't like immediately fall,
okay.
but it is covered in grease,
Got it.
which is how we come back around to not.
Love it. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay,
Ooh.
cool. Dope. Well, hopefully. Hopefully dope.
No, that's
Oh,
15. So
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
use
please.
it.
Do it. No.
16.
All right.
It does not work.
That's all right.
Nox, high or low?
Low. I got friends in low places.
Well, you can't get much lower than a 1.
Oh.
As you fire off this arrow, it looks like the coolest trick shot that you've ever seen, except it was not at all on purpose. And it misses the dragon, but it does like pew 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 right into the puddle of grease. So this time I'm going to ask for a 2d6 because it wasn't as direct. Let's say.
8.
All right.
8 fire damage.
Fire.
Fire damage.
My emotional support people.
Yes. I was doing math, and that doesn't work. Jonathan, go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Hits.
Nice.
Nice.
10.
Damn.
Nice.
Very good, very good.
I've been blessed.
The gays have blessed you this
Yes.
This evening.
Yes, for now. All right, so that rolled through everyone. And now it's the dragon's turn. As it hauls itself up and is looking around, its eyes are real wide, and it looks at the situation, and then it just like bolts up into the air.
Uh-oh.
So you watch as it gets up the 40 feet to get through the roof, and then continues because it's got a 80-foot fly speed.
Wow.
Dragons be fast. Damn it! The one thing I didn't grab was the
We could wait.
the
it
elevator
behind
thing.
Where is it? Yeah, do we need
Is
it?
it behind you?
I don't know where it is.
I can rummage.
You know what?
Put it on the Bellini bottle.
Yeah.
We can totally. We can wait. I'm just. This is exciting.
It's so exciting. We haven't gotten into combat in a while.
Do you want to do this?
Oh, this will do.
Yeah.
So it is out here now and taking stock of what exactly is going on with this situation.
Who? What? When?
Fear us?
Yeah.
Yes? Please?
And now that we're out here, okay.
Should I tell him to fear us?
Can you tell him to fear us?
Of course I can. Oh, wait. Let me just double check. Oh, it's only 30 feet. Never mind.
Oh, I do speak Draconic. I
You're
could
like,
just
who's
tell him
going to talk
fear
to
us?
us?
Oh, yeah, when it was yelling earlier, what was it saying?
It was just like sounds of pain.
Oh, okay. What is going on? I'm trying to fall asleep, and this is...
And this is what happens.
Yeah.
There.
Uh-oh.
Oh! You still get to go, Jonathan.
That's
Wait.
Reidoth.
Yeah.
That's Reidoth.
Oh, right. We have an ally.
I love it when I can make your heart slam against your ribs for a
It's like,
second.
what's that?
All right. So now that the dragon has kind of taken stock, it's 40 feet up and 40 feet out. It's gone all of its movement, and it's going to like start circling to try and figure out what to do. But it's not going to get close enough to do the other things that it can do. Let's put it that way. Top of the lineup, Jonathan.
Jonathan. Sorry.
I wish I could fly like Jonathan.
Impulse control. Impulse control, Cal. Get it.
Who needs impulse control? We're playing D&D. Come on.
Mother Eldritch.
Eldritch
The
Blast.
nice thing about Eldritch Blast is that it has incredible
It
range.
does. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll miss this one. Get back to the bad
No.
rolls.
No missing.
I'm gonna use a token here.
Yeah.
Do it.
Get it.
Are you kidding me? 17.
17 total?
Yeah.
All right. Your Eldritch Blast goes zooming just past it. Like it tips its wing a little bit to get out of the way.
Can I use a coin for my coin? No, I know I can't.
If only.
I like these odds! Of course.
That's fair. Reidoth is going to take in the. Sorry, is there anything else that you want to do as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna scooch on over that way.
Which way?
I guess towards who's got the bow?
Oh, that's Reidoth.
Reidoth.
Oh yeah, I guess past Reidoth.
Down over here.
Yeah.
Give yourself some clearance.
Yep.
All right. So then, is there anything else that you want to do?
No, I think I'm okay for now.
All right. Reidoth is going to like look, triangulate a little bit, get a little bit closer, and then you see a little bit of frost gather around her fingertips before she flicks off a cantrip, which is such a baby green dragon. So baby, so young.
So freaking baby. A DC of 18? That's baby.
Oh, it's only... Oh, I heard HP.
No DC.
It's like,
DC.
then it's dead.
Yeah.
It's a widow. I feel a little bad.
So will.
I do.
Yeah, no, that does not make that save. So now it takes some damage,
Damage.
which is great, but really the important part is that it has disadvantage on attack rolls that it makes before the end of its next
Love it.
turn. The real reason to do something like that. And then she kind of moves over here. Because, cones. Cones are fun.
Ooh.
Emma, what would you like to do?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So for comedy's sake, the first thing I'm going to do is bring my fish to me like an attack fish. Because my fish can only move like 20 feet, and I think it has a 60-foot range or something like that. So there's no way my fish is going to... I mean, it would be funny if my fish would try and chase the dragon around. But I don't think it's got the...
Probably also not going to be able to get to you, but it'll come flopping in your direction.
yeah, like I want it to come
Like a
fly.
magic card? Is it like... That's so cute. It's just like on the ground. That's great. I love that.
Oh.
Let's see. Whenever target fails a saving throw... Nah, I don't really have any great buff nonsense either. Boo. All right, so then for the rest of my action, because I'm assuming it takes a full action now to like dig in my bag, get my stupid crossbow, find my stupid bolts.
I mean, drawing a weapon is part of the attack action.
Okay, so then if I can, I'm going to draw the weapon, and can I get a shot off?
I mean, what's the range on the crossbow?
80 for regulars.
Oh yeah, you can get the shot off.
Okay, I'm like 320 for
that dragon.
unregulars.
We forgot to ask it its name.
Poop. So that's 16.
Do you want to use a thingy?
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah.
What do you think the odds
Yeah.
Do it.
are? Okay. All right.
I just want to kill this thing.
I can
Kill
tell.
it and go
Or at
home.
least scare it off.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get this dwarf for so
I
long.
know.
Finally, 18.
Hey!
All right. So
Yeah.
then for the damage part of this day, that would be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. Excellent. Nox, what would you like to do? As this Magikarp is flopping next to you.
Yeah. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
About how far away is it from me?
Not the Magikarp, the dragon.
So it's about 40 feet above the, well, it's about 45, 40, 50 feet above the ground. So about 40 feet above you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot it.
Shoot it.
That's 17 on the die, so yes.
Yes,
17 plus
that
5.
will certainly hit.
And then I will do 1d8. 4 points of damage.
All right.
And then I want to get under the dragon.
You want to get under it.
Oh.
Yes, I want to get under the dragon.
All right, so you are here, really. So we're gonna say that you are under it because I can't get you directly under it, but you're under it for all intents and
I'm
purposes.
gonna be like, under it. That's me.
Shooting directly up.
No, I'll probably step out, but it can't like go bleh on me if I'm directly under it.
This is true.
Oh,
And that's all.
All right,
good call.
Keaton.
Who was the dragon looking at? Or is it just kind of surveying the
It's kind of surveying the whole area and
Okay,
trying
so
to
we
get a
don't-
sense of what's going on.
We can't tell if it's a targeting it.
Yeah.
Got it. I really can't do much on the ground, but I think what I will do is calmly reach into the pouch, pull out a little cheese peeler.
Like a slicer?
Like a cheese slicer. And then pull out a piece of really hard pecorino romano, and then kind of just go shave it off, grab it, and then hold it up, and then it'll start like spinning, and then I'm going to catapult it up to the dragon. So I'm just going to do a little
All right.
death by cheese.
Roll me an
And I'm going to do this at second level.
That sounds
actually.
good right now.
Okay. Death by cheese does sound really like. I
So
wanna
it's a
go-
dex
I'm like,
saving
how am I
throw.
hungry?
I want to go to La Fondue.
And I'm like, how am I hungry again?
I just had a delicious muffin.
I know. How am I hungry? One more time.
14 is
14.
the to save, yeah.
It does not save.
Really?
Yay.
Wow.
Second level? Let's do it. Can I grab
Let's
people's
fondue it.
D8s?
Yeah.
I just want to run one.
How many
so it's ready.
D&D?
All the YouTube comments right now are like,
How many?
"Bleh."
How many d8s?
One more. I have 4 D8s. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. We have 18 damage
Okay.
by cheese.
Do
Yep.
they need more inspiration?
Yes, we do. Yes,
No, no, we don't.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, we doing it. We doing it.
We're fine.
We'll go ahead and take a quick pause there.
Ooh, okay.
From Red Dead Coquette, 10 buckaroos. Methinks the
you.
players may need some more chatspiration.
Oh, thank you very much. I know.
I like that chatspiration.
Thank you.
And then from Duke Fleeg, also 10. Players need more coins.
Thank you.
You're great.
I see. The Duke abides.
Yep.
That was terrible.
Yes, it was.
Oh. All right, so let's see. That was Keaton, and now it is Head of Dragon's turn. Who is
Oh, can I move around the corner? Like to kind
like
of.
to get into the building?
I would like to go into the building
Okay.
and then
Alright.
kind of peek around. It could probably still see me if it really concentrated, but I
I
just
mean,
wanna-
it can see
a little
anything here
coverage
if it
would be
wants
nice.
to.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. What are you going to do?
Oh, dear.
All right. It's going to swoop, because as we all know, swooping is bad. You already know where this is going, right?
Yeah.
Come swooping down on Jonathan.
How did you get out there, sir?
Jonathan.
He ran out for his blasting.
Yeah.
His finger
Okay.
blasting thing.
And I'm just going to make all 3 attacks
Oh.
at once.
you know what? I'm going to wait till you make that first attack anyway, but I think I know what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. You know, 14 isn't going to do it. I don't think.
Nope.
Sweet.
Because your AC is stupid high.
Yep.
Is there something that you would like to do with your reaction, or are we continuing?
Continue.
Okay. And then it takes a bite at you, and you, like, dodge out of the way, and its bite deflects off of you, and then it takes 2 attacks with its claws. You know, my dice were rolling well. They were. And then I get a 15 and a 16, neither of which are going to hit AC 19.
Oh, you have an AC 19?
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it takes attacks at you. Is there anything that you would like to do? You were making comment.
Just.
Yes, like that. And then seeing that it's in real bad shape, like when it's this close to you, it is charred. Like it is, its wounds are oozing. It is bleeding really badly.
We did it.
Yes, we did.
It's going to try to swoop up into the air again. You may take an attack of opportunity if you so desire.
I will take said attack of opportunity with my longsword.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to kill it?
No.
Like we're like, I want to kill it.
I want to kill it.
I want it to be on the ground.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
Good thing that wasn't in the blessed
Get it in the box.
hashtag blessed box. Oh, that's an 18.
Okay.
I was very confused about why you were looking so upset.
Because I was mathing out the Eldritch Blast attack, because that's one less.
Ah.
That's 7.
You ignited your sword, didn't you? I thought.
No, not yet.
Okay. I thought I heard that.
I debated it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait till we're doing so well in the beginning. I think I might hold off just a bit.
Yeah, like as you slash at it, you see it stagger and it's struggling to get back up into the air. It doesn't get very far over here as it's now, you guess, trying to get away. It does not look good at all. Jonathan, it is your turn.
Now I shall roll for Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
Do I dare live out the American dream and roll with
Yeah,
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Why not?
Why
so
not?
nice to us.
That's what it's there for.
Ah.
It's a dragon.
It's
What
a
are we
dragon.
saving it for?
Yeah.
Yes! 19!
That certainly hits.
Which one's the D10? Ah, stupid quarter. 3 damage.
All right.
Well,
And you hear the like blast, and it staggers again as it continues to keep trying to fly.
come back. We just want to talk to you.
Sure.
Sifter shoots him in the butt.
yeah.
Reidoth is still within range, so she'll go ahead and do Frostbite again. And it does. I'm going to exile all of these dice. We're all going to get relegated to the freezer after this. Yeah, no, it fails. Supremely so. Well, not as bad as it could be. All right. Well, it ain't dead yet, but it's not far off. Emma.
Finish it up.
How far is it away?
From you, it's about like 20 feet up, and what is that? So, call it 50 to 60 feet.
Okay. All right. So, hang on. Let me look. What's my business here? Actually, so I will shoot it. It's gonna give me more. With my crossbow of 18 exactly.
Yes.
And where'd my?
Huzzah!
I had dice at one point in time. They disappeared. And 6 + 3 is 9ers. 9er damage.
Emma. Describe what happens when you drop this thing from the sky.
Oh!
Oops, sorry everybody. I'm gonna just shout, look out! As it goes, wee, wee, splat.
And then it kind of like rolls a little bit as its body kind of bursts open like an overcooked sausage.
Ew.
How far does that blood splatter?
Not far enough to hit you, don't worry.
Do you want it to hit you?
No, but it's
I guess it's your MO, right?
Yeah.
To be covered in blood.
Take out my very large hunting knife. Well, headed toward the dragon. I'd like to salvage whatever I can of dragon parts.
I would. Is there any parts in particular that you are looking to salvage?
I think teeth, probably claws. Do you want some claws? Yeah. I'll try to get some claws for
Probably
Emma.
the gland which blasts the poison.
Mm-hmm. And an eyeball.
Ew.
So that was claws, teeth,
Poison gland.
and eyeball. Make me 4 nature checks if you would.
Could I also aid on the gland?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll do the gland first.
And in feeling the rumble tumble, I'm going to be...
Gonna come out.
No. I'm going to be looking in that place. I
Me
can't
too.
think of the word. What's the word?
I'm
when
going to
you
be
say-
tower?
running for the dragon horde.
Yeah,
That
that
I
part.
think is in my brain that's going to exist.
Nature check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. The gland is 12, and I can use an extra. I can use a bit.
They had advantage because
Oh,
you were
gotcha.
getting help.
Oh, yes, then bit. Yeah.
Because I assume they have a much higher nature check than you do.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Nice.
Cool. 17.
Okay. It takes a little while. Like you're basically performing surgery with a hunting knife, but you are able to cut the gland out completely intact.
Wow.
We'll talk later about what that means.
Okay. And so then claw, teeth, eyeball.
Yeah. And are you giving them assistance on all these as well?
Yes.
All right.
Claw, teeth, eyeball. Okay, so not great.
Jonathan is giving you help.
Oh,
You can
Like
re-roll.
you have advantage on all of those. Because like you all are taking your time now.
good. Okay, 14, 15
Okay. And that's for
for claws.
claws. Okay.
For what did I say this one was? Do you remember?
Eyeball.
Eyeball, natural 20.
Nice. The eyeball you're able to extract with a little bit of like the ocular nerve still attached. This is what happens when you have a GM with medical
No.
experience.
Yeah, no, I'm also just laughing because I just realized I think I actually have a slightly higher nature.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Because nature is an intelligence-based skill,
Yeah.
which I think is really stupid.
I mean, there's so few good intelligence checks that, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
I'm only +1.
the majority. And this is a rant. Come to the After Dark.
Noted. Make a note of that somewhere to rant about in the After Dark.
Yes, nature.
Nature rant.
Nature's stupid.
Okay.
Nature's stupid.
And then for this was teeth, right? Okay, so I have to re-roll. Whoa. Okay. 15 again.
All right, so for the eyeball, you were able to get the whole thing out with the ocular nerve. You're able to carefully extract the poison gland. You got 5 of the dragon's claws with a little bit of like the root still attached.
Ooh.
And 15 for the teeth, you said?
Yeah.
You get 15 teeth.
You're able to extract the like two of the big ones in the front.
Okay. The canines.
Like the canines. And then like several of the smaller teeth in the back. So for a total of 7 teeth.
Okay.
Nice.
Beefies. And then you two are going for the horde?
Yep.
What is it called? I can't think of the word, and it's tripping me.
What, the
not
tower?
pillage, not
Yeah.
loot. Why couldn't I think of the word? I want to go loot the
Pillage.
castle.
Yeah. I want to pillage
Beautiful.
the village.
Pillage the village. Loot the moot.
I love it.
Loot it all. All right. Both of you give me investigation checks that has an incredibly low DC.
Well, that's
Ugh.
great to hear. I am.
Yep, me too, because that's a 12er.
It's like,
So between the two of you, like you have to kind of shuffle things around a little bit, but you're able to find a broken old wooden chest on the tower floor that was kind of covered with like the edge of a tarp
Very good.
that holds some treasure. So if you're ready to start writing some stuff down,
Yep.
Why do they do this? There's just
how much
Is it electrum?
Yeah, I was going to say, how much electrum
no.
did you
I
get?
do not do electrum.
It's a
Is it a bunch of copper?
It's a lot of copper.
Who's carrying this?
2,100 copper pieces.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be heavy.
So that's what you said, 2,100?
2,100, which
That's
is
what, 21 gold?
21 gold.
All right. Can we just say 21 gold?
You know what? I am okay with that. So total, it is 151 gold pieces. Because I don't like the mound of copper thing. It annoys me. 4 silver goblets set with moonstones, which are worth 60 GP each.
There's 4 of us here. Sorry, Genji.
Sorry, Genji. I hope James isn't watching.
It's our special toast to us.
I know, exactly.
Get the prosecco.
Yeah. Oh.
The Bellini.
And
With
then
the
there
chunks in the
Yeah.
bottom.
2 scrolls.
Oh, and then I open them up and pretend to read them. Dear everyone, look what we found.
Yes.
Everybody here, we killed a dragon. Hooray for us. We're the best. This grants you title to the town, automatic Gundren Rockseeker, teleports to us, and ice cream.
I'm being like, let me see that. And then I'll grab it out of Emma's hands.
So our dear wizard examining these. They're both spell scrolls. One is
Yes.
of Misty Step, and one is of Lightning Bolt.
Ooh, I love a Misty Step moment. Now, with scrolls, do we automatically get them, or can we give them to people that don't have spells? That's what I've never understood this.
So the way that spell scrolls are supposed to work is that you can only cast them if they are on your list of spells that you are able to learn. You as a wizard, for example, could just use these, or you can spend the gold to copy them into your spell book
And always have access to
and always have access to them.
Oh.
And I
And I
could.
believe Misty Step is...
I can use.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure Misty Step is a wizard
I can
skill.
use Misty
You
Step
already
as a
have
cleric.
Misty
Yeah.
Step.
Yeah, everyone's got it.
But because I can't read, does that mean I can't use it?
Oh, you can use it.
Okay.
You feel like the sense of it.
Got it.
Lightning Bolt is also wizard, but it is currently beyond what you are able to cast.
So we can't use
You
it.
can't use it yet.
Got it. Okay.
But you can, I mean, if you want, you can copy it into your book. You just, well, we can talk about a cost to cast it if you really, really want it or really, really need it.
It's okay.
And you got, what'd you get on your investigation?
23.
All right. So, like, as Emma is just like digging
Reading
through
it.
these piles of coins, doing very much the Scrooge McDuck
Yeah, exactly.
thing, you see underneath her hands, like, the edge of a haft of something.
Oh. Yoink.
Pulling it out, you see a rusty old battle axe of dwarven manufacture. You don't even need to roll for that. You recognize
Yeah.
dwarven make when you see it. Do you speak dwarvish?
I don't.
Does anyone here speak dwarvish? Cool.
I speak all the edgelord languages in
It says, it says something.
It does say something.
We'll bring
There-
it to my dear friend, Gundren. I know, right? Gundren.
Yeah, there are runes that are carved up along the side, and it's, you know, it looks magical, possibly.
Oh, interesting. So we don't know what it does.
You don't know what it does yet.
But it is a dwarven battle axe. you said.
Indeed.
I will hang on to that for my dear friend, Gundren.
The dear friend whose name you can
That I can never
That
remember.
guy.
That guy. That
My
I
dear
don't-
friend, that guy.
Yes.
That guy.
It's that guy.
Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, that is all that you find within the tower and all that you are able to get off of the dragon.
I'm gonna stand up from the dragon, my hands, my arms, my knife covered in blood. All right. I'm gonna look at Reidoth. You want anything?
Oh no, that's not my particular corner.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Why?
I don't know. Nature and shit. Sorry, stuff.
You're not going to offend me with a foul word.
It's a habit. You don't swear in front of your elders.
In all
Fair enough.
In all fairness, I think the dragon was much more foul than that.
And also, I mean, dragons are a part of nature, but it also is a major tipping force in nature, and removing it now sets things back in balance.
All right. Well, shall we return to your home?
I think you are going to want to get some cleaning up. So yeah, let's head back over there.
Yeah. All right. Kind of wiping off my and putting it back.
At the very least, clean your blade before you put it
Yeah.
back. That was the one thing that I picked up from Narnia that I have never ever lost, where it was like, clean your blade before you put it away. I don't know why that stuck of all things from Narnia, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Because Aslan's a boss.
I mean, for all that he's Jesus's persona, yes.
Yes.
I'm good.
You all right?
I'm good. No spit take today.
Fluff tape.
No, but that was close. I
really
love it. So yeah. Is Pass Without a Trace a concentration spell?
Yep, it is, and I'm sure that's. Oh wait,
I mean, it lasts for an hour.
yeah, it does,
And you didn't get hit.
But spiritual weapon is a concentration.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No? I've never played a cleric,
Nope.
so I don't know.
Spiritual weapon is.
So the fish is still flopping behind us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Spiritual weapon is honestly a little bit OP, much like many cleric spells. Part of the reason I love playing clerics. Yeah, it's not concentration, and it gives a cleric a bonus action thing to do, which
Cool.
I love.
Flop, 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 flop.
So I would like the four of you to make me. I am assuming, and that is an incorrect thing for me to do. Are you trying to be quiet? Oh
yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to tick off the
And
plants.
I want to lead us even further around. Like,
almost out of town.
yeah, back around the all the way
You
around.
still have plus 10, I hope.
Yes, because the catcher spell is still up. Whoop.
Yep.
Boy, everyone's making sounds
Yep.
today.
Yep.
Jonathan.
30.
Nice. Come on, that's fine.
Gee. 16. Natural
17.
one.
23.
Yeah, very long.
Okay. It is a group stealth check, so I will give you that. And you watch as Reidoth shrinks down into squirrel form again and goes skittering off with her fox running alongside her. But with this group check,
Before we go, can I actually I know we don't have much Reidoth. I don't know why I said it like that. Hey! Reidoth!
The spell
someone
doesn't
clip
age
that, I'm
you.
begging.
But no. But I'm curious. I just want to know if we should leave something cryptic on this carcass of a dragon to get those followers of the dragon out of, to not bother the people here, to leave the land unscathed. I don't know if we should leave some kind of ominous message.
That's up to you.
I would like to, but I don't know if it seems like I don't know if they've attacked people in the town. So I guess I just kind of wanted some backstory. Reidoth, tell us,
She'll come back and sit up squirrel form in front of you.
have they hurt anyone in the town? These followers of the dragon, or are they pretty tame?
She kind of tilts her head and then shakes it.
Okay, we don't need to do that.
Yeah. I think a dead dragon's a pretty ominous message.
That is a very good point, Jonathan.
Especially a gutted dead dragon that's also crispy.
Crispy and smells like
Missing
tea.
a bunch of
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Missing an eye.
And greasy.
Claws.
All right. I'm sorry. I was just trying to, I guess, make a more specific note to someone.
No, it's good thinking.
But,
We should go now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm leading everybody around and away.
All right, and so then Reidoth takes off again with her fox, and the four of you with your excellent combined stealth checks. That 30 really pulled the curve in the direction. You're able to make it back to Reidoth's cottage, and as you're making your way over there, because you're taking kind of the longer way, you do hear humanoid voices, kind of raised in. Everyone, give me an insight check who would like to.
What's inside again?
I know nothing.
Dicks.
Theoretically, the cleric should be good at that, but
What's insight? Oh, so 23. Never mind.
Dang. And not 20. 12.
22?
5.
all right. So Emma and Nox, the voices that you hear behind you seem to be raised in a combination of horror and argument, of with those excellent rolls, you can kind of pick up that it's like, oh my gods, someone killed the dragon, and we should get arguing over what to do now.
Okay, so we've got to move quickly. They're out and about.
Okay.
But you
Let's
make
take
your way
cover.
back to Reidoth's, and she provides basins of water to clean up. I cannot believe that you took out a dragon with 136 hit points.
Wow.
And took no damage.
Yeah. You did great, you guys.
This is what happens.
Come on, Grease.
A, Grease is broken. B, you had a good plan.
And C, we didn't have a bush.
That's true.
was no
there
bush.
was no bush
There was no bush.
to prevent ours.
I still have very strong words for WotC having players at level 1 deal with something with an effective AC of 20.
All right. Now, hope that doesn't cause too much trouble for you, Reidoth.
I'm planning to. I mean, I don't live here. Now that I've checked in, and you all help set the balance a little bit more in order, I'm gonna be heading back out to continue along my way. But
After.
yes, but
Before.
I assume you don't want me to go with you.
Unless you would like to.
That's not my fight.
Got it.
And she will. One of y'all has a map.
Yes. Somewhere. I have a map.
Yeah, and she will mark on the map where it is. And
Oh, that is real close. Did we actually pass it on the way here?
yes,
Fuck.
Distracted by Genji's.
so
Wayne or whatever his name was. What was his name?
What are you talking about?
Remember when he introduced himself as Phil or something? Or
Daryl.
Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl. Talk of Daryl.
Oh.
So, in fairness, it is a little bit of a ways into the southern end of the Neverwinter Wood. So, where the trail comes back up from Phandelver and meets Tribord Trail, you continue along a little ways, and then you go like due north up into the wooded hill mountain area. You can assume, friends, and Reidoth does inform you, it's not a huge castle. So it's not something that would necessarily like dominate the landscape. It's actually not terribly surprising that you missed it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you know exactly where it is now.
How many days of travel?
That was my question.
So it's effectively almost the same distance as going back to Phandelver. A little bit shorter, but it's one of those, like, it's getting toward mid-afternoon now.
Okay.
Getting toward afternoon, so you'll likely want to, like, get back to Nox Holler, rest for the night.
Yes, please.
And then continue on to Cragmaw.
Yep, I could use my fun spells back.
Well, I suppose we ought to get going.
I reckon so. Nox, come and walk a spell with me.
I will follow.
And Reidoth takes Nox outside, and they're kind of like walking in the wooded area that is close to where Reidoth's little keep is. So are you back?
Yeah. I'm back. I don't know if Karsten checked in before she left.
There was a note left in here that I found when I passed through after she took off. You know, God's blessing on her nuptials.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And now you're back. You're not looking thrilled about that.
I'm certainly not very thrilled about it, but there's always been a Nox in Nox Holler. And everyone else is gone or dead. Just me left now.
Lonely, isn't it?
Yeah. House is real quiet.
It's a big place for one person.
Yeah. I've been on my own for a while now, though.
Gotten used to it.
Well, I make this offer to any of the Noxes who seem like they have the touch. You know, I'm part of the Emerald Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to join as well?
Mm-hmm.
Connects you up to that network. Gives you a few more tools to pull on when needed.
Well,
No pressure.
now you've known us for a long time.
I have.
We're not much for organization,
No.
but I'll let you know.
Seems fair. I know where to find you.
I appreciate the offer.
Of course. Well, I'm about to pick up my pack and move on, and I suggest you and your friends head back to the holler.
That is the current plan.
All right.
Thank you very much for your hospitality and enjoy those preserves.
I certainly shall. And give my thanks to you and to your friends.
I will indeed.
All right. Go with the God's blessing.
You as well, ma'am.
And go back to the cottage. She nods at all of you, picks up a pack, slings it over her shoulder, and without a word is gone.
All right. Well.
She says thank you, by the
Oh,
way.
no.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry. Well, we should probably get back to the holler and I guess wait for Genji to appear? Wherever the hell he got to.
Or not.
I was going to say I would prefer to move along. I'm sure he will turn up at some point.
It happens.
I'd like to get going this.
I know, but we won't get there in any kind of good time. So it will do us well to rest
Understood. No, I
again
understand.
and then head off. Hopefully he'll catch up with us at some point.
Yep.
Very well. And we'll head back to the horses and lead us back to Nox Holler.
All right. The horses are a little bit shy, at the smell of fresh dragon death all over
Also,
you.
like, smell like this weird garlic.
Also, the garlic, also the tea breath. And
Yeah.
there's just all kinds of smells going on that make them a little bit. But you are able to, like, you don't even need to make a roll for it. You are able to calm them, gentle them down a bit, and you make your way back toward Nox Holler. And I believe that is where we're going to wrap it up for the evening. Thank you all so much for joining us this fair evening. If you like what you see here, subscribe to the channel. We are here Mondays and Saturdays with I almost said Delta Green. Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu. Also check out our podcast. We do have a Delta Green game that is on the podcast network. You can find all of our games as podcasts if that is more your speed. And make sure to check out our Patreon. As you saw, the cards can make quite a difference in the story that is being told. So if you would like to help affect the story in that way, if you'd like to affect the story in that way, it is patreon.com/questsandchaos. Leave a comment on any of our videos and, share the word if you like what you see around here. We'll be back next week with more Phandelver and below, but until then, stay safe, everyone, and good night.